Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope everybody's doing well. Got a bit of a strange one for you today. But first, this is the website I used for the art project, and it does say no necklace, facing down. I'm sure the website is inconsistent and wrong in cases, and it threw me. Yes, I'm still trying to get rid of this guy. He did this to me about 4 different times. Very frustrating. Strange thing is, everybody else is asking to leave except him. And I've done nothing special with him. I have not gone out of my way to please Ozzy. So I don't get it. He's just not on the rotation. This happened because I've got a strange weekend here. And the bug off was Saturday, the fireworks were Sunday, so Monday is KK. Nobody's going to ask to leave any of those days. So I did why don't you try using all the same color furniture? That was the living room. This is the back room. And I had fun. It was something to do. This is the room on your left. I'm not happy with it. I couldn't live like this. This is the room on the right. I'm not averse to matchy-matchy, as you can tell by my character, but living this way in this type of environment would drive me mad. Just all of the same color everywhere. That was upstairs, and this is my basement. And yeah, I have duplicates. I just never find the time to go through them and thin it out. So I assumed I was going to get the bronze house because it was the first time. And it was the gold. I was very shocked. So of course, all I can do is go down from here. So what I decided to do was refurbish a home, and Plucky was at the top of my list because she has the most pathetic house of them all. So she likes cool and simple, aqua and yellow, and play. And those are always my goal. Oh, there's a balloon. Those are always my goals when I'm doing the design thing. But I gotta catch this balloon, so I apologize. Gotta get the balloon. Anyway, yeah, I spent a few days doing the 7-day thing and coming back and doing the 7. I'm telling you, just about everybody on this island except for Pico and Mallory, those are my new ones, they all asked to leave at least one time. Minus Ozzy. Ozzy's the only one, and I don't get it. Because it seems like the rotation has already gone its cycle at least once. I gave him that purple shirt, and he gave me the bell, and I don't want the bell because I've gotten that thing at least 8 or 10 times. So I wanted to put the bell back. This is Plucky's house. And she's never home. She's never around. I have no idea where she is. And I did make that vow of sorts that I would not go through my museum until it was complete. So if any villager is in there, it's like, oh, well. So you always check the store, you check the clothing shop, and the beach is where a majority of my folks are walking around. And if it isn't the beach, it's the plaza. It's very rare to find them up on the 3rd tier asking to leave. If they're up there and they've got the bubble, it means they want to trade something, they want to visit your house, or you want that they want you to visit them. But that could change too, I'm sure. So I have never done this on my island before. This is a first for me. And I wasn't expecting it to be precisely like the DLC. I knew there were going to be limitations. I just wasn't aware of how limiting it was. Look at this house. This is one of those I don't give a darn builds. Kind of like a Sims 4 base game home. It is so unappealing and ugly, and she just doesn't deserve it. I like Plucky, and I like the sisterly villagers. And since there are only, 24 sisterlies, it's very hard to find them on villager hunts. You do occasionally find a sisterly. And it's never the one you want. At least that's been my experience. Now, as far as this build goes, I am going to apologize ahead of time because I never said I was good at this. I do try, but I always end up doing, I don't know, run-of-the-mill, basic, boring, bland. I guess that's just the way I see it. I don't know. I was confused by the flooring and the walls. I thought they matched, but apparently they don't. And doing it this way on your island, you're only allowed to use what you already have. They're not going to give you every single item in the game like they do with the DLC. So that was one limitation. And finding her color scheme is difficult. It's really, really hard. You can partition, but you can't expand. And I'm sorry, but for whatever reason, I just feel that putting a partition in a room this small just makes it even smaller. Unless, like this, you're making a bedroom or a bathroom, then it kind of looks cute to put it in one of the corners somewhere. So I tried to remember simple, but I couldn't remember the other one. I still can't. Is it cool or elegant? I can't remember. So I just opted for fun. I tried to give her as many quirky, zany things as I could, and as many fun items as I could fit, while keeping the color scheme. I don't know if that appeals to anyone or not, but I just have a feeling that it would make the villager feel a little more welcome if you did what they liked as opposed to what you like. And that, again, I know I'm taking this too seriously, and I'm treating these guys like they're actual human beings who deserve your respect and time and kindness. I know. Dumb. So, the layout I'm not displeased with. The items, oh boy, you know. One of the reasons I was holding off on doing this is because I had a feeling that they were only going to let you use what you already have. And I've got nothing, as you can plainly tell. Lots of duplicates, but not too much. And I have been going to the Paradise Island and talking to Wardell and buying as much as I can. I think I started with 369,000 some odd pokey. And I'm down to, good heavens, 65,000? So I'm going to have to start working again. But you can buy on credit there, which is kind of cool. You can take what you want, up to 5 items, whether you have the pokey or not. And then they take it out of your salary. It's kind of cute. I just haven't done that yet. I'm not a fan of credit. And I haven't been for about 40 years, so I got in a lot of trouble with that when I was in my late teens. And it just scared the daylights out of me, and I never had a credit card after that. So, I know. Let's treat the game like it's real. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's dumb. I agree. Very dumb. Okay, and then the other thing was I had assumed it did say that you can press some button to bring Plucky in there to see how she looks in her environment. But that wouldn't make her interact with you. You would just plunk her down in there and say, yeah, you know what? She looks good here. So I ran around like an idiot trying to find her. And the whole weekend, she was nowhere to be found. Day or night. Now, I'm telling you right now, these might be update changes that I'm just not aware of. But I always thought that one group is out during the daytime, and then they go in the house around, 3, 4 o'clock? And then the second group comes out for the evening. And apparently that doesn't happen anymore. I've had villagers out at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I come back around 11, 12 o'clock to try to find bugs or fish, and they're still outside. So I'm things have changed since I last played this game, and I'm not up to speed on what is really going on. Now the exterior of this house, oh my gosh. I tried to speed this up for you, but this was painful. I liked the shape of this house, and I do think it suits a chicken very well. But I wanted the color scheme to continue on the outside, and the choices were few and far between. And I really had a hard time piecing it together to make it look cohesive because they don't have the right blue. Their blues are way too gray blue, and they're, I don't know, it's just not the right type that you're looking for. It's always off by 1 or 2 shades, and it was very frustrating. So, gosh, it took forever. Anyway, I'm going to go back a little bit here, because I hope I'm explaining this properly so that it makes sense. Probably not. My weekend is screwed up because Saturday we had a bug off, which I didn't participate in. I participated in the spring one or whatever I had before in June or July. And I got everything I needed. That was everything that I could have possibly gotten. And I'm not that interested in it or the trophies. So I didn't participate in this one. But that was Saturday. And then Sunday was the fireworks. So today, KK is in the plaza, which means those 3 days no one is going to ask to move out. And I'm getting a little desperate. I really want to try and get Ozzy to leave. I just don't know how to accomplish it. Because I feel like I've gone through the roster at least twice, and he's never come up once. Not once. And I mean he has never, since the beginning of this series, asked me to leave. And I don't understand it. What is it? Does the game secretly know that this is the one I want to leave, so they're going to keep skipping over him? It just doesn't make sense to me. I can't figure it out. So it's time consuming, and I don't want to record it because it's extremely boring. Just time skipping, going back, time skipping, going back. Nobody wants to see that. And then I thought, well, I could show everybody how many times people, the villagers, who they are and how many times they ask to leave. And that gets a little repetitious as well because it's usually always the same too. One time I'll try it, and the whole time I'm working on it, it's bunny and puddles, and then the next time I come back, I try it again, and it's Spike and Kyle, Spike, Plucky and Kyle, Spike, Plucky, Kyle. Where's Ozzy? Why isn't Ozzy asking me to leave? I'm not happy with the end result of this. It's cute. I'm not saying it isn't. But I just don't think it's chicken coopy enough. And I kind of want to give her chickeny vibes. So I don't know how I feel about continuing with this because my other thought, and, of course, I could be wrong, is that what if I decide to move these guys and then their houses clash? And then I'd have to do it all over again. Oh my goodness, I know that's probably ridiculous. So I thought for sure at this point that Plucky was going to appear and tell me what a fabulous job I did and thank you very much. Well, no. This was the most underwhelming end to it. Just ended. So I ran around the island the whole day. I went day and night. She's still not there, see? It was 7 o'clock in the morning, she wasn't home. Now it's 7 o'clock at night, she's still not home. Why? How does this... Maybe she left town. Who knows? I'm not aware. I don't know how it works anymore. It's weird. She's nowhere unless she's inside here. And she's been in there since 7 o'clock this morning. So that's weird. See, sometimes they're up there, but that's Mallory. I never found Plucky to get her opinion of my work. I have no idea what she thinks. And it's kind of like I'm floating in midair waiting for something that isn't going to happen. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, of course, we have... Oh, thank you. Yay, I could always use that. That I found earlier. Daisy. Is Daisy a dog? I don't think I've ever made sap. Nope. Okay. But I thank you very much for sticking with me to the end of this video. I'm sorry if it was boring. I didn't intend for that to happen. Go away. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day. Got him! Yeah, she's still not home. I have no idea what Plucky thinks of our work. But you're welcome to let me know what you think in the comments below. Take good care now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!